Today's I am says, I honor my body's wisdom and trust its messages. I honor my body's wisdom and trust its messages. I have a white pencil base down. My NYX white pencil is already on my eyes. My base is my Estee Lauder Press Powder Foundation. And my bronzer is MAC Studio Fix. And now I am putting a white eyeshadow over the white base to set it. And that is how we are going to start today's look. I gave you the I am. And hopefully that helps encourage you for your day. And we'll talk a little bit about that once I start with another Easter eyeshadow look. In honoring our body's wisdom is a powerful, powerful thing. We have to honor what our body is telling us, and we gotta trust it. Just like we trust everything else, we have to learn to trust our body's wisdom and honor what our body is telling us, paying attention to what our body is saying or how our body is feeling is very, very important to us. Always remember you are first. Love yourself plenty. Take care of yourself. Never, ever, ever give up on you. I wanted the pink to show up a little bit more. That's why I put that white base on. Can you share an Easter memory in the comments that you had when you were growing up or even right now? We never stop growing up. Is there an Easter memory that shows up every single time around Easter time? If you can share it in the comments, please do. My Easter memory is always we get dressed up. My mom would dress us up and we would all go to church. She would give each of us 25 cents. We call it a quarter back then. Back in the 70s, we call it a quarter. She'd give each of us a quarter. And after church, there were people selling stuff like coconut cheese, which is called fudge, but we call it coconut cheese in Dominica. And there were people selling sweet bread, but we call it soda. And we would use our quarter, our 25 cents, to buy that after church. The next color I want to use is a very light pastel green. I'm putting a lot on the brush. But we couldn't wait for church to be over to use that 25 cents. That quarter was burning a hole in our pockets. Because mostly every dress my mom made, had made for us. She had the seamstress. We had seamstress in our village that made our dress. That made our dresses. they had pockets. My hand would be on that quarter all the time. My hand would be in my pocket and it was on that quarter. That quarter wasn't getting lost because I've lost quarters before, but most times my hand would be in my pocket. And after church, I would always see my grandmother because she always went to church. My grandmother on father's side. She would always go to church, my dada. And dada would always be waiting for me. When church done, she would either give me money, or she would tell me to go to such and such person and tell them to give me whatever I ask for, and she will pay them and tell them who it is. And I would go to them and they would give me whatever I ask for. And I would share it with the rest of my sisters, or if my friends were at church that day, I would split it with them. We would all eat and then run around and play with the rest of the kids before we walk back home. But that's my Easter. That's one of my Easter memories. Today's look. Another Easter eye look. Remember to always honor your body's wisdom and trust its messages. I hope you have a great and wonderful Easter. I will see you in the next video. Please share this video. Let someone else know that it is not just makeup. It is makeup with a message. We encourage, we support, we motivate, and we communicate with each other here on this channel. I want to say I appreciate you very much, and I love and care for each and every one who stops by and watch my videos. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.